And that's the way of sin. You don't have to get into it. It gets on you. It'll jump to you. Don't get around it. Stay away from unbelief. But we're living in that time. So they'd seen him do so many great things and they could talk about it. But when a time of trouble set in, it was all forgotten. Now just think about the things that we've seen him do with the infallible proof of the identification of his word. And know that the great Holy Spirit here in the last days is the messenger of the hour. He's the one who is proving to us and making every promise that he promised to do, every sign and every work and every word to come to pass just as he said he would do. And to still look down, if it was accepted in the big high ranks, I'd get away from it. It couldn't be God and accepted up there. No, sir. No, indeed, it will never be. If it's accepted, but because it's down in this way, that's the reason I believe it. See? That's where it comes to. That's where it's promised to. And now, we see everything just exactly in line and knowing that we're in the last days. And what's happened? Trouble set in. And all that we've seen him do, how he straightened up our homes, how he'd make father and mother and unite again. You've seen that. Husband and wife come back together. He's healed your sick, laying there with cancers, when many of you has brought them in bottles and jugs and pans, and doctors has testified, signed statements. I got piles of them and put a box full. And even 5 cases witness of the raising of the dead. After being dead for hours and hours, well, from the longest one I know of was from 9 o'clock one morning till 11 that night about. See? No, I beg your pardon. A little baby over there that the mother carried it all night in her arms. It died one afternoon. She carried it all night in her arms. Come to the meeting down there in California, and I was taken out that afternoon. I died the afternoon before that. And she drove all night, got there, couldn't get around the place, and she laid a cold little form in my arms of a dead baby that had died the day before that. And standing holding that little baby and just offered prayer. His little body got warm, it turned over and looked, and I handed it back to its mother. That's right. Now, but then, when we see those things and have them thoroughly examined and identified, certainly, then why do we get scared? When trouble comes in, they were looking they'd done so much testifying about what had been done, they forgot who was with them. They'd forgotten that then because trouble was in. Like now, we got troubles that we can't remedy.